story time, and unfortunately I had to do the green screening inside because we're having rain and a lot of wind, like every other day. And I get out there, it might not be windy, but it'll be rainy. Rainy, but it won't be windy. Sometimes rainy and windy. It's just sucky. Last 2 weeks have been kind of sucky. So anyway, the story is about bees and wasps. I've only got 3 stories to tell about that, and that's it. The first one is when I was 17 years old. I can remember that because I just got out of the group home and I went to live with my father. So that's when that happened. I was sitting out in the front yard underneath a tree. My dad was inside the trailer behind the storm door, and he's watching me. And I feel something around my head. I'm thinking it's a leaf or a little piece of branch or something, so I swiped it off. And when I did, it stung me right on my finger right there. And the thing started swelling up immediately, and there was a stinger in it. And my father is laughing his ass off in the door. I don't know if he knew that was coming, but he definitely saw it. So anyway, I definitely wasn't laughing. Anyway, he had me come in the house. He took baking soda, I think it was, and mixed it with water and made a paste and put it right on my finger, and it took the pain out. And after like a couple hours, it was okay, but it was swollen. But that was my first encounter with a bumblebee, and my last. I stay away from those little suckers, or big suckers. Okay, so anyway, the second one is the worst one. It was with wasps, 3 wasps. My girlfriend at the time, Ruby, had a loft on my property, which is like it's a building, a storage building, and we had to tear down a garage down at her place, and then we were going to move that building down there. It was like a 10 by 16 building. So anyway, she had a few things in there that she was storing, not much, just a few things in there. I went out there to get something, and I hadn't been out there for a couple weeks. When I opened the door, there was a wasp nest right up there. Okay, and I saw it, and there was 3 wasps on there, and they all 3 were facing different directions, and they turned around at the same time and was looking at me. And I had never seen that before. I mean, I really thought bugs were kind of dumb, actually, and they just kind of land on you. I thought it was, I don't know, they saw me. Okay, they saw me, and I thought, this is bad. They're going to sting me, is what I thought. And so I started to turn to leave. My head was still facing towards them, but my body was turned and was trying to run. And I saw all 3 of them leave that nest and fly towards my face. And then when I turned, I was quick, but they were quicker. Okay, they all 3 stung me on the back at the same time. At the same time. And I screamed like a girl, okay, because it really hurt. It felt like my back was on fire. And what I couldn't believe what I did. I actually did this. I've never done it before in my life, and I can't believe I did it, but it hurt so bad. I was standing up like this, and I jumped in the air, and I actually landed down on the ground on my back, which was on gravel. But I didn't really feel the gravel. I felt the stingers. Anyway, then I got up real quick and I looked down, and 2 of them weren't moving anymore, and the other one was kind of kicking, twitching. So then I ran down to my girlfriend's house, down to her trailer. And I mean, I ran. I did not walk fast. I sprinted down there, opened up the door, and I'm trying to talk. I'm just like overwhelmed with fire on my back, and I'm going like, please help me. And she goes like, what's wrong with you? And I said, 3 wasps got me at the same time. And then I turned around and she saw them, and she put something on them. I don't know what it was, but after a couple hours, I was okay. And then I came back down to my house, and I was pissed. I was mad. I mean, it's like, I didn't do nothing to you, and you all 3 ganged up on me. So I got a real long stick. Well, it was like a rod. And I opened the door again, and there was a new wasp sitting on there. The other ones were still on the ground, one kicking, and the other 2 were dead. And I took that stick and I just kept hitting the nest. And after it got down to the ground, I kept hitting it. And the wasp got away. That one did. Anyway, after that, I just checked around on my property like once a week to make sure no nests. We got a couple nests right now out there. Chelsea was pointing them out to me yesterday. I knocked one of them down. But you got to check weekly. You know what I mean? Otherwise, those little suckers will start building. Okay. So the third story. It was like a little tiny bumblebee. I don't know what it was. It was very, I don't know. It wasn't a bumblebee. It was a bee. I just don't know what it was. Definitely a bee, shaped like a bee and fuzzy and stuff, not a wasp. But anyway, me and Ruby were out in the backyard and we're talking, and it's flying around my head. And I swiped at it and it left, and then it came back again. So I took my hat off and I slapped at it, and I'm talking. I'm not really paying attention to this thing, you know. It flies in front of my face and all that. I'm like, yeah, it's irritating. But I keep talking because I'm in the moment. And then the third time it comes back, I'm going like, I even said to her, you know what? I think this thing's going to try to sting me. So I just took off running, and that sucker went in front of me. And because I had a flap on my hat, and it flew down and stung me right smack in the middle of my forehead, which pissed me off. And I started cussing and stuff, and it started swelling. Little sucker got me. I don't know where the hell it went after it got me. I mean, maybe it died. I have no idea. But anyway, those are the 3 stories I have about bees and wasps. If you've got a story, let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear it. And you guys have a good one. Take care, and God bless.